Hello, welcome to BBC World News. I'm Martine Dennis.
I'm Tanya Beckett, coming up later in World Business Report.
The international envoy who's driving the UN's peace plan for Syria is now warning of an imminent civil war in the country that could ignite the region. Now, speaking at the Security Council in New York, Kofi Annan blamed the failure of his plan mostly on the Assad regime and said there should be stern consequences for those who are obstructing efforts to end the conflict. Steve Kingston has the latest from Washington. Right, now for some more news from around the UK this morning. And every year here in England, thousands of girls and young women are being forced into marriage by their parents and relatives. But under new proposals to be announced today, it'll become a criminal offence in England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Ed Thomas reports.
चीखती चिल्लाती है, उसकी कोई नहीं सुनता. This is the story of Sarah, a young British girl forced to marry a man she's never met before in Pakistan. It's an animation for children, but it confronts a real issue that thousands of people are facing every year.
I was 14 when I came home from school, and my mother sat me down and presented me with a photograph of the man I was promised to when I was 8 years old. My family took me out of school when I was 15 and a half, and I was literally held a prisoner in my own home and was not allowed to be released until I agreed to the marriage, which in the end I did, but I ran away from home as a young 16-year-old girl.
And Javinder's story is familiar. Every year, 8,000 women are forced into marriage. In 2008, the Labour government did bring in prevention orders, but it still wasn't a crime.
The new law can help.
These men in Blackburn say there's also the question of culture. They say they're part of a new generation who are clear that forced marriage is wrong. Is it a big problem?
Yeah, it is a big problem. A forced marriage is not good. It's not acceptable.
This is cultural problem, yeah. Some people do like cultural problem. They want to marry their own families.
The new law on forced marriage will be brought in next year, along with training for the police and local councils. The hope is that this new law will make stories like Sarah's a thing of the past. Ed Thomas, BBC News, Blackburn.
Coming up at 6 o'clock on this channel, Louise and Charlie will be here with breakfast.